and student-athletes Dayton LaChance and Cord Rager. Gentlemen, congratulations on your victory. Coach, we'll start with an opening statement from you.
Yeah, I think from the get-go we took the momentum in the game. Alabama's a really good baseball team, and we took the momentum in the game and sustained the momentum, and that was really big. And we stayed in the process. Cord did a great job of staying in the process. Our defense was really good. Our at-bats wasn't chasing pitches that we've chased before, getting good at-bats and sustained some rallies. And LaChance hits a big home run to separate the game. It made it a little bit better. Your breaking ball and your changeup, your fastball command get better when you have a lead like that. And LJ came in. I think the double play, whatever inning it was, first and second, was really big. I think that was a big momentum changer that kept it in our dugout. And really proud of these kids for staying in the process, really one pitch at a time. That's what they did. That's what we talk about. That's what we preach. And I'm really proud of them for doing that and staying in their routines.
We're going to open up the questions for the student athletes.
Cord, Joe Gaither, Bama Central. The Alabama batters in the back, the Alabama batters complimented your control throughout the game. Can you just talk about your approach and really what was your mindset when pitching to that lineup?
Just get the leadoff guy out. I watched the other games. I saw guys were kind of like letting the environment get the best of them, but I tried to just stay calm, get strike one, get leadoff outs, and just that's a process for me.
Eddie Radosevich, CenterScoop.com. Cord, Skip talked a lot about being comfortable out there. How comfortable were you? Did you know that you had really good stuff today going in? And then the fifth inning, the double play with Dayton, how much did that just kind of settle everything else back in?
Yeah, I mean, I just try to tell myself it's just like any other game. And, I just work the process and everything else just kind of fades away, And so, yeah, I had tunnel focus, and the double play Dayton made and all the plays the defense made are always helpful and always just take a little stress out of throwing.
Yeah, Josh Callaway with Sooners Illustrated. Dayton, just talk about your day, starting with rolling the ankle right at the very beginning and then playing through it all day, hitting the homer, limping around the bases, just kind of all of it for you.
Well, I tripped at second early in the game. My ankle is fine. I'm 100%. I'll be fine to keep playing, and there's no problem right there. And I mean, he gave me a good pitch to hit, and I hit it out. And took my time around the base. I mean, there's no timer around there, so I mean, yeah, that's what it is to it. I mean, I'm an aggressive hitter. If you give me something to hit, I'm gonna hit it out, or at least hit it hard. But I mean, it was awesome. At least we won today. That's all. I'm just trying to help the team win.
George Stoya, Sooner Scoop. Dayton, kind of going off that, I know it was your parents, one of their first times to get to watch you play in person. I think your mom's first time to watch you play this season in person. How special was that moment to get to play on this stage and do what you did today with them in attendance?
Yeah, no, I mean, I just said hi to my mom right there. I mean, I haven't seen her since Christmas, and she hasn't seen me play for a while now. So, I mean, it's special for them to be there, and I really wanted them to be there since the regional. But I mean, I'm glad that they're here at the most important moment of my career right here, and I can live that with them, and I mean, it's awesome.
John Hoover, for Sooners on SI for Cord. Were you surprised at all by your command of both the fastball and the off-speed stuff? And I think you had a couple of strikeouts to end the inning. Both of them were down and in on the left-hand, right-handed hitters. I wanted you to ask you about that, and then I got a quick follow-up after that.
Yeah, location is always something you work on, and I've always been good with location. So, knowing I had my curveball today, which I mean my curveball was on today, and to get those hitters out, without having to change really, it was just the back foot curve it worked well for me today, and I could rely on it, and I had the location with it, so I just had good feel with it today.
Their coach, Rob Vaughn, said that you not pitching in the regular season series kind of messed up, I guess, or affected their scouting report on you, and they didn't know how to, I guess, combat the angles and the being close. He said you've been 6'6", but you're so close to the plate when you let go. Just what did that do for you confidence-wise? maybe not. What I mean is them not having a scouting report on you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not the same pitcher I was, so it's definitely good that they probably saw the old me, the guy who was still learning during the SEC play, and throughout SEC play, you learn so much, and especially as a freshman, like I've really just learned so much, especially going into the postseason, and now I'm kind of finding the good mixture, and I'm able to keep guys off balance, and I'm not getting ambushed anymore. So, and always work in the process.
Joe Menzer, ESPN, SEC Network. I'm not sure I'll get this back, so I'm just going to ask you each one, if that's okay. Cord, what is a torn or a tender latissimus? I can't pronounce it. Muscle.
Lat.
Yeah, I mean, is it just your lats? Is that it? And how much healthier are you now than you were earlier in the year? Because that obviously affects you as a pitcher. And then Dayton, I just kind of want to get you to clarify, how did you trip at second base? And it had to hurt because you were limping pretty good there for a while.
Yeah, so I had a strain my lat way back. I forgot when it was, but it was like after we played Texas, and I just strained it. Went too hard in the weight room that week, and then went out to throw a bullpen. And was like felt some discomfort, and I worked hard for 2 weeks getting back healthy with our trainer Brandon Lee, and ever since that Mizzou game, it's been fine. I haven't worried about my lat anymore. I'd say I'm 100% healthy, and everything feels good.
And I mean, there was a single in the center, and I should have probably took third on it. And I kind of went easy until I arrived at second. I was like, I should probably take third. And I went to take a step a little fast, and I had a bad step on the bag. But I was fine after that. It was just like a bruise a little bit. So I'm good. I'm good to go, and I score after that. So I mean. Yeah, everything's fine. So at least
Joe Healy, D1 Baseball. Cord, you mentioned learning during SEC play. What have you learned that's allowed your last couple of starts to be your best of the season?
I just being able to mix my pitches better, and don't fall into rhythms and patterns is kind of what I've learned a lot, because I used to just go up there and just throw heaters and not mix anything up, and I got ambushed by some teams, and those good teams that can really hit, and so I've just mixed it up, tried to blend up the pitches, and make sure to execute spots instead of just trying to just throw it hard as I can wherever it goes. So just having a little bit more intent, more conviction, and kind of just having more feel for the hitters and what they're trying to do at the plate, and that's pretty much it right there.
Take one more for the student athletes.
Yeah, Dayton, Evan Kamiko, News 9 Oklahoma City. Curious for you, when the offense is clicking the way it is, 11 hits, 9+ runs, what does that say about this team's potential of, how far in, how dangerous you guys can be as a put-together offense?
Yeah, I mean, we came a long way, and I mean, we're really playing like we want to play as long as we can together. So I think that just changed our whole, like, the way that we attack the game. And I mean, all the guys in the box, I mean, if you're a head coach on the other team, you got to be scared of 9 guy. I mean, everybody can do everything. And I mean, and after that, you have Cord on the mound. I mean, if he was healthy the whole year, I mean, those awards would have went to one guy, and it would have been a no doubt about it, those freshmen year. And I mean, when he's on the mound, you definitely have the chance to win. Like, no matter who you face, I mean, you can put the Yankees in front of me, I don't mind, you know what I mean? But, yeah, no, it's fun. I mean, you can watch the game. Cord was just attacking them, and, I mean, they had no chance. So it was awesome, man.
All right, Dayton, Cord, thanks for your time. We'll see you guys on Monday.
Yep.
Now going to open up the questions for Coach.
Noah Bieniek, 11.7. Coach, on Thursday, we talked about Dayton LaChance and his impact on this offense, and a couple of moments from him in this game. Obviously, the home run, but at second base, the injury there. I mean, in pure baseball moments, of course, now he's got to run the bases and end up scoring in that first inning and a couple times in this game. What did you think out of your catcher today?
Well, he's a baseball player. Sometimes you don't feel good. You play. Sometimes it's raining. You play. Sometimes it's hot. You play. Baseball players play baseball, and he's a baseball player. Whatever the adversity is, he loves to play baseball. He doesn't have a bad day. I'm telling you, he might go 0 for 5 and strike out 5 times. The very next day, he's going to be smiling, laughing. He's a baseball player that's an energy giver, and it's pretty fun. He's really fun to be around. I'm really blessed to be around him. I'm telling you that right now. Hey, Kurt. How are you?
Kurt Bowles from the Houston Chronicle. Would you beat the Yankees now?
No.
You wouldn't? Okay.
No, it's good that he says that. He's got a lot of confidence now. I can tell you that the pitcher will get in the box with the Yankees. He's not going to be afraid of them.
Yeah.
They probably beat him, but he'll throw it in there. I'll promise you that.
I'm glad we cleared that up. And I was wondering if you sprinkled some Augie Garrido Zen dust on these guys the last month.
No, it's really, Kurt. It's Coach taught me a lot about a lot of things. He taught me about one pitch at a time. That's kind of what I wanted to do when I became a head coach, is kind of take what he did and his one pitch at a time. He taught me a lot, and Coach Harmon did too. And so I think that the biggest thing for me is you kind of stay out of their way. I can remember the first time I came to Omaha in 2009. Our bus was probably the most intimidating thing in the world to get in. And all of a sudden, Coach Garrido had music playing and everything else. I thought, wow, this is pretty crazy, And I remember him saying, hey, we're going to execute the game better. We're going to take our walks. We're going to get our bunch down. We're going to throw first pitch strikes. And we win the first game in Omaha on a walk-off walk against Southern Miss. So, those things are it's the team that becomes comfortable fastest. And these guys can maintain being comfortable and staying in the details of the game, because the game is a tough game to play. And if they can just stay within the details of the game, of executing the game. And I thought Cord was outstanding. I mean, the first at bat with Jaywalk was incredible. And it got us going a little bit. And the 2 strikes and 2 out hitting was huge. The hit Deshaun got, I think, over the second baseman was big too, to separate the game even more, not to try to make it perfect on the mound.
Mark Arnold, Just Baseball Media. Coach, this team seems to be playing with a lot of fire, a lot of passion, and they're also very calm and cool and collected. Can you just speak a little bit about that? And then also, LJ, been great on the mound for you out of the bullpen.
Yeah, I mean, early in the year we started him, and I think he got tired, and we started throwing him out of the bullpen, and I think it bounced back. Being as calm and passion, I think they play with passion, and I really, we talk about playing with an edge and playing with passion. I think that's really a big thing in baseball. That's what I love about college baseball, in the spirit of it from different schools. I haven't ever been to a basketball game, March Madness game, but it's like our conference is like a football atmosphere in a baseball arena. And I think that's the thing, you play with passion. We talk about pitching with passion. And I knew Cord was done when he exhausted, a lot of energy when he punched the guy out. I'm like, ooh. I'm not running him back out there, So, I mean, I've been on both sides of where I ran that guy back out there and he gave up 5. So I'm really proud of him. He's a freshman. He just taught you how he grew up in the SEC, and during a lot of things happen like that. The last freshman I saw win a baseball game here was Taylor Youngman, and he beat LSU in the national championship game. So freshmen don't get to pitch in this league very often, and we're really proud to have 3 or 4 of them that are really good.
Josh Calloway, Sooners Illustrated. Skip, you mentioned just a minute ago about jaywalks at bat to start the game. You've called him a table setter before. He got on base a handful of times again today. Just what he's doing for you at the top of the lineup right now, getting on in front of all those guys, 2, 3, 4 that have been so hot.
Yeah, I mean, I think we tried it in the middle of the year, moving into 9-hole. He was scuffling a little bit, but he's always thought he's a leadoff hitter, and that charisma comes out as a leadoff hitter. He's got a great eye at the plate. You might look at his numbers and go, "Hey, man, this guy struck out this many times," but I'm telling you, he's hard to strike out in inter squad. He understands the strike zone. He understands the moments, and when he gets going, I mean, how about the play the left fielder made down the left field line? That was incredible. I mean, he smoked that ball. And it just shows you how good they are too, you know. And so, I think that's the biggest difference is we put him back there. Me and Reggie talked about it about a month ago, kind of when we started. Like, let's go back to our original lineup that we played the first weekend in Omaha or in Globe Life, where we played really good, and it's kind of really taken fire. And those guys are really selfless. The dugout, what I'm really happy about as much as anything, it's not the players. It's the dugout, the guys that are not getting a play that are in the game, keeping those guys going. That's a hard job to do in a selfish world, you know. And so, really proud of them for that.
Andrew Idell, College Baseball Central. Cord's obviously pitched that in the Lawrence Super Regional, Atlanta Regional, and now Omaha. Talk about just his maturity on the mound, pitching in 3 very hostile environments in postseason play. Yeah,
I mean, he's a tough kid, you know, and he's got grit. He comes from a small town in around Corsicana, Texas, where I coached in junior college, and he worked extremely hard. He came in as a pitcher and a hitter, and he made the decision. He came in, called me over Christmas and said, "Hey, you know what? I think I'm just going to put the bat down." And, you know, Casey Clemens did that. Kay Cavalli did that. Cade Horton actually played in Omaha and then did it. I mean, there's been several. I could think of other guys, but I really can't right now. And those guys understand that. And you know, it was kind of funny stories when he came in. You know, he was 80. I watched him pitch in Connie Mack World Series, and he was really calm there. His slot was a little bit high, and you know, Coach Butler, our recruiting coordinator, says, "Hey, Skip, you think you can move his slide a little bit?" So I did some drills with him, moved him over at first base, and did some things I mean, really, he was better late in the fall than he was today. I'm telling you, the guy was really good. But it was for 2 inning stints. I mean, you just got through watching him throw, 7 innings today, and didn't walk anybody and was pounding the strike zone. And he kept them off balance and made some really good pitches when he had to make it.
Eddie Radosevich, Centerscoop.com. Did you have a feeling that he would have that type of day after his warm-up today? And just how important was it for him to go out on the mound with a 2-0 lead after Gamble's double in the first?
Eddie, I mean, I wasn't around him. I just know what kind of kid he is. I knew that he'd work hard, do it right, do what it takes to be ready to pitch. I wasn't worried about that. I didn't even ask Bonneau when he came in from the bullpen because we have to go the card. One of the hardest things I've ever had to learn in my life is not to be in a bullpen with a starting pitcher. I'm a pitching coach, man, and I have to go the card. I want to have this guy, if I can tell him something to fix him or whatever, but it's hard to. I have to forget about it and preoccupy my mind on something else, you know. And so every once in a while, I'll ask Bonneau and ask him, hey, what's he got? But I mean, he's a tough kid, and it didn't matter to me how he pitched. I'm telling you right now, I knew he was going to give you effort, and that's all you can ask out of him. I mean, today it was special, and that was fun to watch. Believe me.
What do you do during that time?
Drink a cup of coffee, take a dip of snuff, talk to a butler or talk to somebody else, or just preoccupy my mind with something else beside the guy warming up.
Got 2 more questions for Coach.
Joe Healy, D1 Baseball. I wanted to go back to, you said you messed a little bit with Cord's arm slot. What were you looking to accomplish with that, if you don't mind telling us a little more about it?
Yeah, just take his, he had a higher slot. Just take his hand away from his head a little bit to free him up a little bit because you can watch him play first base. When he takes a ground ball and throws to second base, you're like, wow, and just try to get him in that slot a little bit and then create that angle that I guess Rob was talking about in the press conference, to create the angle. The thing that he has is deception of length, of 7 foot, 7'1", 7'2" extension. That's what he's got. He kind of reminds me of a kid that I really wanted to. We recruited so hard out of I don't know what town it is, but he's in the big leagues with Boston Red Sox with Bennett, the kid from TCU. Totally, yeah. He's not as thick as Toley, but he's big like that. He's got that same kind of extension like Toley and Jake Bennett had when we had Jake Bennett.
Last question.
Yeah, Mitch Light from The Athletic. Coach, I was at in Nashville when you guys played Vanderbilt, and Dayton LaChance had not had a home run yet. He hit one, and he just had the biggest smile on his face when he crossed home plate, like, finally. Like, did you sense something from him once that first home run came that kind of figured some things out?
Well, he played for my son in junior college, and so I knew what type of kid he was coming in and what type of player he was. And I talk to my son every day, and he's like, my son's at Dallas Baptist now. He's the recruiting coordinator there, and he said, Dad, once he hits one, he's going to hit a bunch. And sure enough, that's why he's a good coach. I mean, he hit a bunch. And that ball today was like a 2-iron. I saw that same home run last year when they're in the regional championship, and a tie game hit the same pitch to win the game out. It was pretty cool. But he's a special kid. I mean, he really is. And I'm really blessed to get to coach guys like that, and I really am. I mean, that's what I'm in college baseball for. It ain't the wins, it ain't the losses. It's to build relationships with these young men, period.
That concludes this press conference. Coach, we appreciate your time. We'll see you